Hi, everybody. Just giving everyone a chance to get in here. Hi, how are you? How are the candles going? Hello to everyone on TikTok joining. We're going to talk some full moon stuff today, since the full moon is on Sunday. Good, I'm glad it's going well. Happy to hear that. So on the table, we've got some books as well as some oracle and tarot. If you see anything that's kind of jumping out at you, I can go about and grab it. Everything on the table is available on TikTok, on our TikTok shop. For my people on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, if you are wanting any of these items, just run over to TikTok. It's so much easier that way because you can just add it to your cart. If you truly do really want something, don't have a TikTok, don't want to use the TikTok shop, just contact us through DM and we can send you an invoice for that product and get your item shipped out to you. You turned some on last night. Nice. Good. Well, hopefully they burn well for you. I'm a big 7-day candle lover. I usually always have a couple going. I always at least have one going, so. Does anyone have any plans for the full moon? It's a full moon. It's the full moon in Capricorn. Is anyone a Capricorn? All right. You've been seeing results within 2 to 3 weeks? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Candle magic is super powerful, especially if you do it, correctly, put a lot of intention into it. I always put herbs and oils into my my 7-day candles to amplify everything. So I find that helps. If you don't dress your candles already, look into that. And if you do, keep doing it. To everyone who is joining, we're just talking full moon stuff today. Does anyone have like a full moon or like ritual that they do? Like you do it every full moon, or do or do you have like do you change up your rituals or what you do depending on the full moon? What do you end up doing? Hello, everybody. Again, just talking full moon stuff for everyone who's joining over on TikTok. Seems like we got quite a few people over there. So we're talking full moon. If you are into, you charge crystals and moon water. Oh yeah, moon water every time. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Full moon. Yeah. Full moon water all the time. And you can make moon water any day, anytime. Hello. So, but full moon is always the best time, I personally believe. Let me see. Let's see if we can talk about this upcoming one. So it's a time for release and releasing anything that's super heavy. This full moon specifically is allowing the burdens that have been on your shoulders to rise. It brings a gift of like it's a very clearing, releasing type of moon. This is, I believe, the buck moon. So thank you for the heart. This is the buck moon. It's very much a connection to nature. When you think of the reason why it's called the buck moon is because this is the time of year when the antlers on the deer, on the bucks, have reached their peak. They're about as big as they're going to get for this year. And then they shed them off and grow new ones. So this is that time of the year for them. And when you think about it, it's that time of like peak growth. So during this time, you kind of want to think about what you want to release, so that you can, continue to grow, shed off what doesn't matter anymore, and then continue on. By the way, anyone that is joining on TikTok, everything that is on the table is available in the shop, and even more. And there's a bunch of stuff in our TikTok shop, just in general, not necessarily just specifically for this live. There is a lot of stuff. So feel free to look through while you're here. There's a lot to look at. I'm going to let everybody know we took our 7-day candles off of our TikTok shop and off of our online shop for now. We had a lot of shipping issues with people having broken candles. I don't know what is going on with that. Some people's would arrive perfectly fine, and some people were having like shattered candles, and they were all wrapped this. So we've tried it many different ways to make sure it gets to everybody safely. I pause, but we should be figuring out a solution to that so that we can bring them back to online purchase. But they are available in store. Yeah, I know. We're going to end up figuring it out. We're going to figure it out just so that, we want people to be able to have their candles, but we want them to, be there in one piece. So yeah, this is like that time to like figure out what's been weighing you down so that you can continue to grow and that you can just shed what doesn't belong anymore. Full moons are a really good time for that. Full moons are like to me, they're like that manifestation moon, while new moons are the deep within, like the shadow self, figuring out things about yourself that you need to work on and release. All right, y'all. So I guess I can go through some stuff here. So we have 2 of the different Moonology Oracle decks. This one is the Manifestation deck. This is by Yasmin Boland. You might see her stuff often. So this deck specifically talks about how each card reveals what you're bringing into your life and how to supercharge your manifestation powers to achieve the best results. So these cards are meant to be used for manifesting. So if you guys are interested, that is the Moonology deck, the manifestation specific deck. That is available in our TikTok shop as well as in store. So you can pick that guy up. It's really pretty. These are the backs. And there's everybody else. So yeah, it's a pretty deck. This one is the Moonology Messages Oracle. Same person. And this one is, let's see. So this deck specifically helps navigate towards positivity and peace using moon symbols. She says, be inspired to take action based on your inner knowing. Ask a question and receive an answer. The mystical moon is guiding you. So that is the Moonology Messages Oracle. So you've got one particularly meant for manifesting, helping you manifest what you want. This one's more so, I have a question and let's use the moon to help answer it. So This is the back. You can see some of the cards in there. Really simplistic art style, but bold enough for you to understand what's going on. Again, also available on the TikTok shop. And then there's this one. And I always when I walk past our little oracle section, I pick this one up relatively often. So really pretty up front. This is the Moon Goddess Oracle, Sacred Feminine Wisdom. So those trying to get in touch with their feminine energy. I've been talking to quite a few people that feel like their feminine energy is stuck, that they've had to use their masculine energy to protect themselves, and getting back into their feminine, emotional, soft energy has become very tough. So that is also including me. I'm calling myself out. So I actually bought a deck just recently, and if you care to see that deck, it is on our TikTok shop as well. I'm just going to talk about that one just real fast. I posted a picture of it on our Instagram yesterday. It is the feminine. Ooh, man. It's another feminine deck. It's going to be one of the first ones that you see on our TikTok shop. Another really good one with getting in touch with your feminine self. But this one is more so the Moon Goddess. So this is ignite your sacred power with this potent oracle. Wisdom flows from the moon phases, the seasons, and the goddesses to inspire you and weave their magic through your life. Each goddess guides you with insight towards living the life you desire. Harness their sacred power within you to restore your balance, peace, joy, confidence, and love. This card, this whole deck, features crystals, colors, mantras, favored moon cycles, and plant medicine so that you can incorporate sacred moon wisdom within your everyday life. That's cool. There's a lot of good information in that. I didn't know that it went through colors, crystals, and mantras. So here's the back of that one. Kind of more like a simplistic style, but again, bold when it comes to the colors. So really, really nice looking deck, especially, like I said, for those that are wanting a little bit more of that feminine energy. Also available in the TikTok shop, that is the Moon Goddess Oracle. Does anyone still bring their crystals outside to cleanse during the full moon? I've gotten really lazy with that. I need to get back into it. But man, I have so many now. It was easy when you had 10 small ones that you would put outside. I now have an overabundance, and I first off, I don't trust people to leave my stuff alone. Second, it's a lot of going in and out of the house to bring crystals onto the porch. Karen all the time. I know I need to get back into it. I've kind of done this thing where I just kind of feel the energy of the crystals that I need to put outside during that time. Some of them I'm like, you got another couple moon cycles in you before I got to bring you outside. And some of them I just I'm like, all right, you got to go. You got to go outside. Sam, books, my other weakness. Oh yeah, we got books. You don't, since having so many, you just charge. I have a giant selenite stick that I keep near my crystals, and you can never have too much selenite, I'm telling you. My other weakness, books. So we will go into some books. Me and Boss Lady were looking at some of these today, and there's a couple over here that are just super nice, super pretty, really nice book shelf ornament type books. how are you guys when it comes to your books? Like, are you like you want them pretty to display them? Do you not care what they look like? Does anyone have like a book wall at this point? I'm slowly gonna start getting there. And I'm running out of room. All my witchcraft books mixed with some fiction books. It's gonna get out of control. So I guess I'll grab this one because this is the one that we were looking at that we were like, wow, this one's really pretty. You want them prettily displayed. Fair enough. You value good aesthetics. I feel that. I'm a Libra, so I definitely get the aesthetic thing where I want things to look nice. My house is even the organization of my books. I want things to look nice and neat and pretty. Both. I want a library and the books with printed edges. Oh, the books with printed edges get me too. And I've been seeing more and more of those recently. So this book right here, going through it earlier, I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of information in here. Some of these books I see, and then I kind of like move on. But I have to like sit there and actually go through it. So talked about the quarters and the moons, the waxing, waning, full, new. Where is it at? Yeah, waning, third quarter, waning gibbous. So yeah, there isn't just full moons and new moons. There's in-betweens. You're incredibly unorganized, so it never lasts long. I feel that during that time period, it always looks great. But so I'm going to show you guys this now. It is the last one that we have. So if you end up liking it when I flip through it, you're going to have to fight each other for it. This is in the TikTok shop. First off, hardcover. Holographic little decals, like the details. I'm a sucker for that. Even like the moon itself has little like holographic detailing to it. I'm a huge fan. So this is self-care powered by the moon. So there are intention setting rituals in here, exercises centered around growth, including plant care. We're getting into plants. We're getting into Green Witch territory. Meditation and breath work, tips for nourishment, deep sleep, and beauty rituals, and journaling prompts to help you explore your monthly intention. So really, really cool stuff in there. And I saved a spot because this talks about the buck moon, which is what this Sunday's full moon is. I want to make sure I'm being correct. I'm pretty sure it is the buck moon, but I just want to be sure. Yes, it is. I want to be here lying to everybody. So if you guys are curious, yellow jasper is the crystal for the buck moon. So it talks a little bit about that. It's known to enhance the feeling of being complete, which again, like I've stated before, the buck moon is all about kind of hitting that peak time of the year. And I think this is why after July, people start to feel in a slump, because it's expansion and growth. We've gone through spring, we've gone through new things, and we've had a good time all summer. And then after July, it's like people are prepping for like the slow season again. And it starts to get colder. And, we don't have as many holidays until October, November, December. So things start to kind of die down for those last couple of months. So yellow jasper is the stone of the buck moon. Here we go. Here's a little bit more about the buck moon. So in synchronicity with the hot July sun, young bucks begin to sprout their antlers. This is a sign of the buck's impending independence. The antlers are an indication that their animal is ready to separate from the group and take control of their own life. So there's a little bit more about the buck moon. It is a time for growth and maturation, a time to claim your independence. You're being called to recognize the freedom and authority you have in your life and to acknowledge the wisdom that you possess to confidently make your own decisions. That is what this upcoming full moon is all about. So if you're doing any sort of rituals, which, by the way, this book has, this is their new moon ritual, but they have a bunch of information on that. Where is she at? There she is. Full moon rituals get this really pretty pink purple page, which I'm a big fan of. Oh, and this is what we noticed earlier. So on this book in particular, the numbers, the page numbers are on this little like middle of the book, right? And it follows as you continue to go throughout the book, it slowly begins to move up and or down, following the cycle of the moon. So that is that book. Let me see what it says about a full moon ritual. Love that. Okay. Yep, again, releasing what no longer serves you. It gives a whole ritual, setting the space, nourishing your body, shifting your spirit, release what no longer serves, and then closing the ceremony. I know, aren't they so pretty? I love the dark pages. I've also recently been a fan of the books that have black pages with the white writing. It's kind of similar to that, but it's not on every page. So again, this is our last one of this one. So if you would like it, grab it on the TikTok shop, or it is available in store if it doesn't get snatched up before then. But it is a really nice book to have if you are that type of person that doesn't know what they want to do during the full moon or new moon, or what's the importance of the waxing and the waning cycles, the gibbous, etc., etc. So highly recommend that one if you kind of want a step-by-step guide as to how you want to tackle each full new moon. So there's that one. Does anyone see anything they want me to grab before I just start grabbing random things? Hello to everybody joining. Hope we're all doing well today on this Thursday. The week is almost over. Hopefully you guys have some fun weekend plans, something fun to do, or maybe not even something fun, maybe just rest. Sometimes that's what I look forward to. I'm like, I'm just going to sleep in and take the day slow and do what I want to do. Now I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for the full moon. It's on one of my full days off. So the world is my oyster that day. All right. Moving on. Let's see what else we got. This is also another aesthetically pleasing book. I've actually picked this one up a couple times too, just because I like the look of it. It is a thick book with the gold or like gilded moons on the side. This is the Severed Moon. It is a year-long journal of magic, and it forces you to actually write down what you need to be focusing on. So for example, and what's nice is this isn't labeled like July 1st, July 2nd. Like this is, you can start it when you want to start it and then end it when you want to end it. So there's no, you have to do this on this day. So even if you don't get to every single day, it doesn't matter. So this book here, like for example, opening up to this one, right at the top, it gives you a prompt and then you write in your answer. So that one says, describe the most powerful natural event you've experienced. The next page says, describe an outdoor space that you have visited or wish to visit that you consider to be a special source of creative energy. What symbol of that place can you incorporate into your daily life? Let's see. Oh, I love this one. Describe your monster self. What would it look like and what powers would it have? I love creative writing prompts. Is anger useful for creativity? Why or why not? I love that. Describe a reoccurring anxiety dream or nightmare. So it forces you to come to terms with things, to talk about things that maybe you wouldn't want to normally talk about. And you can keep this as private as you want, or you can talk about it with people. It's really neat because it asks you questions that you maybe wouldn't normally think about. How do you prepare for or celebrate summer? Describe your perfect summer day. So really neat. On the back, it says, discover the magic in your life with this bewitching year-long journal. On every page, you will find an introspective question to respond to or a evocation quotation from the novels of, oh my gosh, I can't even say, the Grishaverse, a magical world created by best-selling author Leigh Bardugo. I'm going to butcher her last name, so I'm not even going to say it. So it looks like this author of this journal had her own like novel that she then incorporated into this journal. I wouldn't know that by reading it. Like there's none of these prompts I'd be sitting there and being like, that doesn't make any sense. They all make sense to everyday life, but I guess they correlate with one of her novels. There's 365 days of magical self-reflection. So if you guys are interested in that one, that is also on the TikTok shop. Sometimes you have to force yourself to write. I think journaling is very important. I think people overlook it. Journaling helps you find out things about yourself, shadow work, good and bad things about yourself. You find out a lot when you write it down. And I can't recommend journaling enough, especially to those that might not really know who they are. So that is the Severed Moon journal. And also really cute display. If we're talking about aesthetics, like how we were talking, really cute. And it makes you feel like, I don't know, it makes you feel fancy, like writing in a hardcover journal, especially something that looks as pretty as this one does. Again, on the TikTok shop or in store. This one, Small But Mighty, Llewellyn's Little Book of Moon Spells. Llewellyn has quite a few of these as far as them being short books of spells. I think there's like a money one. There's some on the seasons. So this one, Moon Magic is a powerful tool for attuning to the tides of destiny and transforming troublesome situations into positive opportunities. This book is filled with enchantments for removing obstacles and improving relationships, as well as psychic protection, emotional healing, success, and abundance. So there's more than 60 moon spells with an abundance of potions and powders that will help you manifest the energies in and outcomes you desire. So that is Llewellyn's Little Book of Moon Spells. A quick read, but it's fast. Like for example, spell 31, opened up right to it. Quick money spell. Want more money? Boom. And it helps you use the energies of the moon to do so. It even gives a little incantation. So protection, psychic awareness. So there's a lot of good information in such a small little book. Again, that's also available in the shop. Anything you guys want to know, want to see, even if I don't have it on the table, even though we're keeping it full moon themed, I can still go out and grab other things. But if the full moon ain't tickling your fancy, we can grab something else. Unrelated, did you miss the July Psychic Fair? No, it is at the end of this month. Let me get you the day. So our Psychic Fair is Sunday the 28th. So you did not miss it. So it's actually, it's next week. It is next week. So don't miss it. We haven't done a little mini one in a while, and then our next one won't be until September, and that is the big Wine and Spirits event, which will not be at the store. Which would you recommend for basics lunar wise for us? So a basic lunar magic book. I'm gonna be honest. This one's pretty, I don't want to say it's basic, but it gives you all the information you need and it teaches you along the way. So I wouldn't say that this one is strictly meant for newbies, but it does break it down so that you can understand. And yes, you are very welcome, Jennifer. So personally, I like that one. And this one, I don't know if this one has more spells in it. Less about, it does talk a little bit about the moon, but this one's strictly like moon spells. So if you are wanting to get into, you already know quite a bit, and just want to go into the spell part of it all, this one. It's pretty much right in your face. Like, for example, legal matters, what you need, when you should do it according to the lunar cycle, and then it even gives the spell written out for you. So that would be a good one for that. Even has one on childbirth and addiction, anger relief, enemies, enemy attitude changing spell. Ooh, I like that. And it breaks it down. So like, it's like, okay, say this. Okay, then blow on the stick. Okay, and then say this. And then, okay, now hold the stick with each hand and then say this. So it has it in, how would you say it? In sections so that you can follow along. So that it's not like, here's what you say, and then here's what you do, have fun. It's like, hey, we're going to step by step. There you go. Step-by-step instructions is what I meant to say. This one is Lunar Alchemy. This is everyday moon magic to transform your life. So in this one, you know what? It's funny. They say it isn't your typical moon magic book. This one works on the inner work first, helping you tap into the dark to find the gold. Rituals, exercises, and journaling prompts, all delivered, set the stage for self-exploration and lasting change. You're welcome, Sam. So let's talk about the full moon. Your little affirmation. So that one's really cool. It's another kind of one of those similar to this one, but more so around, I would say, the moon and working by the phases of the moon. So this one may be a little bit more advanced. Any questions? Guys, don't make me talk to myself. I'll go crazy. And hello to everyone that is joining. Just to recap, it is our Thursday live. So we sit here and we chat about, usually we have a theme where we sit and chat about certain topics, and then we always have products readily available for you to purchase majority of the time. Some of the time we end up not. Everything that you see on the table here is available on our TikTok shop as well as in store. Some of these items are also available on our online store on our website. But yeah, just figured we would talk about full moon stuff today since the full moon is on Sunday. We have a lot of events and stuff coming up here soon. We have our July Psychic Fair, as well as I will be teaching a coffin nail workshop this Saturday. Readers every day of the week. Let's see what else. We have a couple classes. There's a class on Santa Muerte coming up. Sam stepped away. It's Tom now. First off, why would you say that? She won't let me drink the eclipse water. I told her I want magical abilities. First off, okay, sir, listen. The eclipse water, we don't know when we're going to get that again. That's total eclipse water. We were lucky. We were lucky this year, okay? Don't touch that girl's eclipse water. Who knows when we're going to get that again? Probably, I don't know, probably not in my lifetime. No, Tom, go outside on Sunday, okay? Put a water bottle outside. Put a water bottle outside under the full moon, and then grab it before the sun touches it and drink that. There you go. Lazy witch tips. Put a case of water outside on the full moon and bring it in. There's your moon water. But if you're extra like me, I have to put it in a fancy glass bottle. Soon I won't be able to do that. I learned you're putting the whole 40 pack out there of water or of beer? Next month, we have quite a few things happening too, or not August. August we do, but September is when Wine and Spirits is. Oh, water. Yeah, do that. There you go. That's a good idea. Who would have come up with that? Me. Yeah, our Wine and Spirits is Saturday, the 14th of September. And for those who are interested, we are still looking for vendors for that event. So what you would do is go to our Facebook page, go to our events tab, which is pinned at the front of our Facebook, and go and click on the Wine and Spirits event. And there will be a jot form that you can fill out to apply to be a vendor for that event. It's a pretty big one. We had one in May or April. I can't remember. I think it was May. I'm waiting for Melissa to come in here and yell at me. But it was big. There was a lot of readers, a lot of really awesome vendors, and everyone was super creative. There was a lot of people with a lot of different things, and we are doing it at Wagner's in Westlake. So they have a couple bars set up so you can drink wine while you get your readings. They also offer food, and their food is really good. So definitely recommend, if you want to vend and you want that opportunity, to check that out. And then if you don't have anything to sell, you don't care to vend, and you just want to come and enjoy the event, definitely come by. And that's in September. It's like that last hoorah of the year. We aren't doing another wine and spirits till next year. So that, I believe, is our last one of the year. Up top, I haven't grabbed them yet, but those are our tarot, somewhat related to the moon. The lunar tarot, right here. Manifest your dreams and energy of the moon and the wisdom of tarot. I like the tarot boxes that open like this, where you just like pop it open and everything slides out, and it's a like almost like a perfect little carrying case for your cards. Ooh, I like the depictions of these. So I'm going to show you guys first. So shows the 3 cards here. We've got the Emperor, the Magician, and the Sun. And I love the Sun card. I love that the moon is still there, but just in the background. And I'll show everybody over here. I like that. I love the art style of that. So this says, tap into your lunar intuition and embrace the potent powers of the moon with this beautiful lunar-themed set of 78 cards and an accompanying book illustrated by Julia Selene. Oh my gosh, Selene. It's a long day, guys. So they use the moon and the phases of the moon to plan accordingly, like into each card. So you've got the Magician that holds all of the faces of the moon in his hands, that very creative, magical type of energy. And even at the bottom, it's cool because it even has, and I don't see these on tarot cards often, where the top, it says the Magician, but at the bottom, it kind of reminds me of an oracle where it says manifestation. And then for the Emperor, the bottom says authority. And then for the Sun, the bottom says success. So it's almost, to me, it's like almost like a mix of tarot and oracle, which is really neat. I haven't seen anything like that. So if you guys are interested in that, that is also on the shop. We got the Rainbow Moon Tarot. So this one is harness the magical and whimsical energies within and see beyond the binary patterns that can obscure our vision. So this is very answer the call to break down the formulas of gender and sexuality by shifting the focus on the infinite diversity of a rainbow society. So this is very much, it steps away from like gender norms. And each card is given the freedom to offer a fun and exciting portal into the reader's transcendent position in the endless spectrum. So bold colors, very bold colors. Not necessarily moon themed, but we saw moon and we're like, put it up. Show people the moon stuff. I'm such a big fan of holographic stuff. And even the side is holographic. And I love the box. I'm a fan. So that is the Rainbow Moon Tarot. Definitely a very interesting art style. I'm trying to figure out it, like how it's like almost looks like a mix of computer like art, like digital art, but also traditional art. Also available on our TikTok shop. All right, y'all. Any questions? Those are super cool cards. Which one? The Rainbow Moon? They're very different. How are you, Chris? Yeah, I'm all about, like, I like the uniqueness of some of these tarot and oracle decks. The Rainbow Moon, yeah, they are very interesting. They're very different. Definitely something you wouldn't see. Good, I'm glad. Happy to hear that. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. Oh no. Does anyone have any? I know we can't wait till the 28th either. Again, since Chris reminded me, next Sunday, it is our July Psychic Fair. We have not had a Psychic Fair for a few months now. This would be, I've been here for half a year about, and we've only had one since I've been here. So we don't do them super often like we used to, but so when they come around, definitely take advantage. It's a bunch of readers in one spot. Plus, it's in the store, so while you're waiting for your reading, you can look around, see if there's anything that's tickling your fancy. And there's a bunch of different readers that all do different things, readers and healers. Everyone is very unique here. You're not going to see a lot of people that do the same thing. Every reader has their own style. So if you're trying to get a feeling for maybe a specific reader, someone that you're maybe trying to, yeah, they are great. Shop and get a reading. Absolutely. It's a good mix. You're basically surrounded by a bunch of witchy people all day. So that is Sunday, the 28th. Do not forget, if you're in the area, be there or be square. And if you cannot make that one, or even if you can, definitely take a personal day to go to the Wine and Spirits on the 14th of September. All right, y'all. Well, if no one has any questions, I'll leave the floor open real quick for any sort of questions. They can be about what I've been talking about, or they can be completely different. I'm always here to answer questions. If you decide that there was something on the table that you liked, but you didn't jump on it at that opportunity, you can always send us a message. Pretty much once the live ends, my day is over, so I go home. But the next day, I will be able to see your message and we can figure out a way to get that product to you if you decide you want to get something. Again, everything is also available, at least on this table, is available in the TikTok shop. So you can just grab it on there. And I will be honest, a lot of things on here are one of our like last, if not like second to last of our books, especially the books. So if you see one that you've been kind of like, oh, I kind of want to do that, I kind of want to read that, definitely grab it. Especially, I keep going over to that Living Lunarly one. It's just so pretty and it is very insightful. So definitely check out the shop, as well as if you just want to check out the TikTok shop for other things. There's a bunch of stuff in there and we're constantly, pretty much every day, putting new stuff into it. So candles, except for our 7 days, candles, tarot, oracle. We've got some crystals in there. We've got necklaces and pendants. So there's a lot to shop for in there. So I'll leave the floor open for the next minute if there's any questions, concerns, statements. If not, I am going to log off, but I'll give you guys a second. Chris says, you all have the best tarot and oracle selection. We try. Me and Melissa will sit there and be like, oh, we need that one. And we also need this one and this one. So we try and find what works for everybody. And it helps that there's such a mix of people here. Aesthetics are very different per person. What one person likes, the other person might not. But it's a very diverse group here, which I think helps with keeping the tarot and oracle different. Like there's something for everybody. And I don't even want to just say tarot and oracle. I want to say everything. All of our books, carvings, we try and cater to everyone. Oh, and Lenormand. Yes, for those of you who do not know about the Lenormand, Lenormand is my favorite to read with. It is less popular, but it is definitely a favorite of mine. Lenormand and Oracle. No offense to the tarot, but Lenormand has my heart. You love it too. Do you work primarily with Lenormand, Chris? All right, y'all. Tomorrow there will be a live with Emily at 1. Is it 1 or 1:30? 1:30, I believe. Emily will be live chatting. 50-50. Okay. All right. I figured. We will be, I don't know what she's chatting about tomorrow. I should have figured that out. But she will be chatting. We will be chatting. Last week, I know we talked about sound bowls and sound clearing. So I don't know what she's got up her sleeve for tomorrow, but that will also be midday. So join us on lunch. Again, everything here is on the shop. If there is something that you want and that you wish you would have grabbed, send us a message. If everyone has completed saying what they want to say, I am going to log off and I will see you guys next week. Have a great full moon this Sunday. Cleanse your crystals, make your moon water, do your rituals, light a candle. Anything that you need to do or you feel like you need to do, just do it. All right, y'all. You have a good one. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.